Apprentice Squad, how's it going? Welcome to today's live stream. We're going to be working on painting up the Jedi Comm-Link. It's finally getting around to painting this. I know we tried to do that a couple times, then we kept seeing more things we wanted to change and adjust, but I think we are ready to paint it today. So I was just right before we started going through and just dremeling these edges just to make them all smooth all the way around. Now I'm just coming in with this sanding stick and just kind of getting it just that much smoother on the edges in case there were any little extra bits sticking up or anything like that. And then we can go ahead and start priming this thing and getting it ready to go. So yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Let me pull up the chat here and get set up with everybody. Hopefully you guys have had a good week. Oops. There we go. All right, who have we got on already? Show me the chat. Here we are. Okay, we got Leia, Karen Gruel. Oh no, I have online class right now. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can kind of tune in every once in a while, or maybe in a little bit after your class. I don't know how long it goes. We'll be going for about an hour at least today. So hopefully you can join us. I'm sorry if you've already ducked out. Hey, Diego. Already said Leia, Zambi. Hey, how's it going? Leia, how are you doing? Leia says surgery went great. Yes, I'm so glad. Hey, Welby, how's it going? I'm glad the surgery went well, though, Leia. That's so good. I'm glad. And now it's just the recovery, right? And then you'll be even better than before. Hopefully, that's the goal, right? Cool. Well, welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, like I said, for those of you just joining, we're going to be trying to paint this up today. I'm just going through. I just want to get this sanded just a little bit better on these edges, just with a smoother grit to try to get it ready to paint. But yeah, I think we are at the point where we can actually throw some paint down on this. Now I'm going to be using Plaid Effects paint, but first I'd like to prime it with Prop Monkey Studios Prime. That worked really well on the Wonder Woman Vambrace and Tiara. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. We have patterns for both of those as well, for the Tiara armband and the Vambraces. If you're a patron on Patreon, Tier 2 patron and up, then you actually get access to all of the patterns I've ever made and will make, and get early access as each new one comes out. So if you're planning on doing something like a Wonder Woman set of stuff, you can get all three for just being a patron instead of getting them each separately on our website. So that's definitely something to check out. But yeah, check out that video. It worked out really well. They look really good with that prime coat before the paint. So I'm going to do that on this again and see how that goes. That way I don't have to try to take this out and plastic dip it or anything like that, especially with the electronic components that we have built into this. It'll be nice to be able to just do it by hand with the paintbrush. So that way I'm not getting too much overspray going into places I don't want it to go, or having to tape off a lot of stuff. So, all right. So with that, I just got that sanded down a little bit smoother. I was just using a 400 grit sandpaper stick. This is a cool trick from Evil Ted. He said you just get these painting sticks for free from like Home Depot. Get yourself some, sandpaper, different grits. You write on, your stick what grit it is, and then you just glue this on with like contact cement or like that spray adhesive, like a Super 77 or something like that. Like this. And yeah, you just create yourself a nice little sanding stick. Super helpful. Use them quite often. So, all right, let's see. Oh, we got a couple more people on. We got Zambi asked, what are you going to do for Halloween? Oh, we got Shield Bear on. Hey, John, how's it going? Zambi says, what are you going to do for Halloween? So we're actually planning on trying to do a Spider-Verse themed family Halloween costume thing. We don't know necessarily that we're going to be going out doing any trick-or-treating or anything, but just have our own little party here as a family or something like that. Yeah, it should be fun. It's going to be pretty cool. The kids are super excited. They've been way into Spider-Verse, watching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse lately, so should be pretty fun. Let's see. Cool. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've got my fire here. I'm going to do the little trick where we just heat up the edge and then rub it on the metal surface or on a nice smooth surface. So you could do it like on a granite countertop, that kind of thing, or something like that. Just you want something that's like hard and smooth and can take the heat. The other thing you can do as well is if it's especially a smaller area where you can't just like get to it by rubbing something on it, you can actually use the back of like a carving tool that's kind of smooth, rounded off kind of thing. And once you heat it up, you just kind of rub that back on it after it's had the heat. So I'll show you both examples here. So you kind of just like only let the tip of the flame just kind of run across it like that. And then I like to try to move it kind of in a circular motion with this, as well as if I'm doing it on the surface. So yeah, that just kind of helps knock down some of those little fuzzy, frilly bits and whatnot. So now I'll show you like on the table. With this, it's easier to do on the table. I can get more surface area at once and kind of hit this curve. There as well. Anyway, you guys have probably seen this trick before, but never hurts to do a little refresher, a little reminder. Hey, we got Prop Maker Paulino, how's it going? Prop Maker P. Hey, Karen Gruel. Hello there. Glad you could join us. Hopefully you're not missing part of your class, but we're glad to have you here. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Paulino says clone helmet is done. Yay! Woohoo! Good job. That's awesome. You finished yours a lot faster than me. Okay, here we go. Did I get all the sides? I don't know if I got that side or not. Okay. I think that's good enough. So one last test just to make sure. The light's still working and everything. Perfect. Okay. Let's pull this out. And let's paint this thing, huh? This is kind of cool because I got a metal table and we built those magnets into it. So it kind of just like sticks down to the table. I can like set it on the side of the table. Sweet. Okay, here we go. Let's get this out of the way. Are you guys ready to paint this thing? Let's see what we've got in camera here. So I'm thinking of doing a combination of these two paints. They're both Plat Effects, metallic armor, like armor metallic ones. This one is the Gauntlet, and this one is Samurai Sword. Now I used both of these on the Clone Trooper helmet here. So this is the Samurai Sword, and this is the Gauntlet. So that Gauntlet is actually quite black, but it's got kind of this metallic sheen to it. Now, from looking at the images of the Comm-Link, sometimes it looks like a lighter gray, kind of more of a grayish metal like this, and other times it looks pretty dark. So I'm thinking I do a combination of these two, and that will get us kind of a nice in-between. We'll get kind of that dark metallic with also a little bit of the gray. We're going to try it and see. Let me know what you guys think. If you think that will work out, we'll just do a little bit of each of this, and you know, see if we can get kind of just lighten this one up just a little bit, because I feel like this is very much like a black color, but then it has kind of this like goldish, brassy, metallic sheen to it. Whereas this one's going to be more, you know, Samurai Sword color. So right here, are you guys seeing that? Oh, camera. Oh, hold on, sorry. Just tilt the camera up a little bit here for you. There we go. So this is the Samurai Sword color, and this is the Gauntlet. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think. If you think that a combination of those two would be a good look on this or not. And then while you're telling me that, I'll check the chat in just a second, but I'm going to grab the prime. By Prop Monkey Studios. Boom. Boom. There we go. I set it down with the label facing the wrong way. All right, so we got our prime from Prop Monkey Studios. This stuff is pretty cool. I'm not sure how to completely describe it other than it goes on really well, and it says to use as your first coat for EVA foam. So when I don't want to have to plasti dip something, you know, it takes a while to like put on and then sand and everything if you have like a really big piece. But for like small little pieces like this, especially where you got all these little grooves and whatnot, I just don't want to be like getting, you know, overspray and different things in wrong places. This stuff is awesome. And unlike plasti dip, this is really nice because it actually sands. So you can put this on and then you can give it a really, you know, fine finish with, even though that's the name of their other product, with a good high grit sandpaper. So yeah, let's jump in. I'll show you guys this stuff in action. Let me jump into the chat real quick. Oh, Karen said I presented first, so I'm good. Ha, sweet, awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully, just the thought that comes to mind, I wonder if your teacher's like, all right, who wants to go first? You're like, me. They're like, oh, this doesn't usually happen that people want to go first. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We're so excited to have you here. Let's see, who else? What else do we have? Paulino said that his helmet's smaller, so that's why he was able to make it faster. Yeah, that might be part of it, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of it was just me taking way too much time on it, probably. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, sweet. So you put your most recent video shows the helmet in it, Paulino. Cool. All right. Leia says paint. I will look at. I will look and like after that live. So it's like Bondo then. In a way, it's a lot thinner and runnier. It's not necessary for filling gaps. Kind of like a thick primer type of thing. It's called Prime, but it's not as much of a primer per se. I mean, it's a good primer for putting paint on afterwards because it does have some good adhesive qualities for getting the paint to stick to it. That's actually something that I did find when I Plastadipped the piece first and then did Plat Effects on top. When I would go to do my weathering after that, if I laid it on thick like I usually do for weathering, kind of getting it in everywhere, then start brushing it off, wiping it off, in places where I laid it on pretty thick, it actually caused the paint, Plat Effects paint, to kind of pull off of the Plastadip. And that might have been that I waited too long after Plastadipping to do the paint, so it didn't have kind of that little bit of adhesion. But when I did the Prime, I didn't have that problem. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah, so it's sandable, but you don't necessarily use it to kind of like build up an area and sand down. It'll fill in like tiny little spots kind of thing. But it's not necessarily like big stuff. But yeah, so kind of, you'll see it. It's a lot. It's really liquidy. It's really quite interesting. I'll show you here in just a second. Okay, let's see. So Diego said, I asked because I'm studying some digital marketing courses on this pandemic. I like to see video samples / drop on different social medias, and Cosmaker is also an interest of mine. Cheers. Cool. Yes. Okay. Prime Day. I get it. Yeah. It's prime time. Prime Day. Hopefully you guys were able to take advantage of some of those deals we had going on for Prime Day. Oh, man. Okay, so one thing they do say is you don't want to get this on the lid because then it's hard to get open. I didn't think I got any on the lid, but apparently something. Just going to try to get up in there and break up anything that might be holding it back. Okay, see if that loosened it up. As well, I need one of my brushes for brushing this on. And then we'll go from there. Okay. All right, well, little did you guys know this was just going to be a video showing me trying to open a can the whole time. Oh, man. So my palm is already a little tender because I was trying to fix a Batman figure yesterday. The like popped off at the knee area and stuff, and it has kind of this little plastic loop, and I was trying to stick it in there. I was like shoving down on his feet to try to get it back on there, and I actually had it's not really there anymore, but all day yesterday I had like a little Batman heel and foot imprint on my palm for like most of the day. The kids kept coming over and they're like, do you still have the footprint on your hand? And I'd show them and they're like, yeah, it's still there. Anyway, it was quite comical, but my palm is a little tender from it. Aha! Okay, got it. Ugh. All right. Maybe I need to, that I got the lid off, probably want to just shake this up a little bit more real quick to just mix it in. So it does kind of settle a little bit, and so you want to make sure to give it a good stir or shake before you use it. I'm going to have to clean up this lid. Okay. Anyway, Prop Monkey Studios has a full tutorial on kind of how to use this stuff and everything. So I won't cover everything, but I'll try to make sure to touch on the highlights for it. So, I mean, it's interesting stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys can kind of see down in there. Oops. But, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, a little bit, maybe a little bit thinner than like, kind of like a white Elmer's glue kind of thickness. But yeah, I'll show you how it paints on here. He said, I think he said if with this one, if it does start to get a little thick for you, you can add a little bit of water to it. Doesn't take much, but just a little bit of water, and that will allow you to be able to, you know, thin it out even more if you want to for certain pieces. So I'm just going to start on the back side here. And let's see, what's the best camera angle? Am I on in frame there? Perfect. Let me switch angles for you guys. For this, so you can see this go on. So it's actually Clint, Robert Miller on from the live streams that sent me this set of these. Prop Monkey Studios products, and it's been really fun to play with these. So shout out again to him, and a thanks for sending these my way. So yeah, I don't know how to, so they say, you know, brush it on and then kind of do like a last kind of like back brush on it, just to kind of get it to be a little bit smoother. But it does kind of smooth itself out quite a bit as well. I'm going to move on to the sides here, see if I can't coat those. And then we'll dry the underside before we try to paint do the top, coat the top. Hopefully I'm keeping this in frame for you guys. It's like one of the things just kind of takes a bit of getting used to, is trying to paint or apply things in a different way than you usually would so that you can keep it in frame. So now one thing you can do with this, like, and I might do this actually on the Wonder Woman helmet, because the underpiece that fits underneath her, that's kind of underneath, that sits right up against her face, it has kind of a texture to it. It's not just a flat, smooth metal. Look, it has a texture to it. And so one of the things you can actually do with this prime is you can like lay it on thick, and then you come through and you kind of just like dab it with a paper towel kind of thing, and you can add kind of these, you know, that like sponge brush type of texture to it, but it's like more three-dimensional. And so I might try something like that to get that texture on that piece for Wonder Woman. For this one, I'm wanting to just get it nice and smooth, and we're going to come back and just sand it a little bit too. So the cool thing about this as well is, you know, to have it dry on its own, you'd probably have to leave it there for like, you know, 20 minutes or something. 20 to 30 minutes. If you're in a drier climate, more humid climate, you know, maybe an hour, I'm not sure. But luckily, you can just actually hit it with a hairdryer to be able to have it set up a little bit quicker for you. So I'm needing to be careful right here with this because, and you know what I can actually do probably? I'm going to leverage the fact that we have magnets inside of there to give myself a little holder there. So I'm not trying to grip around the sides. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now I think actually quite a bit of it is already setting up and is getting pretty dry. But let's go ahead and just hit this with, in my case, I'm going to do it with the heat gun. But I've got the, you can do a hairdryer. If you only have like a 2 setting heat gun, it might be a little too hot. You want to keep it far away from it. Luckily with this Wagner guy here, I can adjust the temperature. All the way down to 120. So it's not super hot. And then I can change the fan speed too. And you just kind of keep it moving on it. And you can see when it dries, it kind of gets this like kind of a milky, like, so, you know, it's a little bit more shiny and kind of more see-through, and then it gets to be kind of more of this like milkier color. Hold on. Once it's drier. So, all right, I think that should be good. We'll set that off to the side for a second. And yeah, so there we go. That is set up. Now, let's paint this top part, or coat this top part with it. Let me jump into the chats real quick before we do that, though. I think we've got some questions here. Hey, we've got Thomas on. Much props. What's up, man? And Yonalith was able to join us. Hey, hey. Everyone cheering me on to open the can and saying, George said, "Get your wife to open it." And I saw a couple saying Olivia could open it. Well, yeah, that was what I was about to say when I was having a hard time getting it. I was like, I'm gonna need to bring in the big guns and have Olivia come down and open it for me. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I think I got caught back up to where I left off. Karen said Prime Day was so bad on Amazon Canada. I'm sorry. Just like no good deals, or was it bad because you bought so much stuff, or tell me a little bit more about what was so bad about it for you guys. I'm sorry to hear that. Paulina said, "Oh, isn't it Thanksgiving in Canada right now?" It was this past Monday. Oh, well, happy Thanksgiving for you guys. Leia saying, use your muscles. Karen asks, am I making just the Comm-Link or the entire Gauntlet? At this point, the plan is just the Comm-Link, but I am going to have to attach it to something for what I'm making. And so I may throw together a van brace for it. We'll see. But yeah, because I'm going to need to magnetize it to something. I added the magnets in with the plan that I can magnetize it, put magnets on the other piece of whatever I'm attaching it to. So whether that'll be kind of like, just something simple like Ahsoka just has kind of like these glove things and hers sits on there, it kind of feels like. I mean, they might be like a armored van brace type of thing, but they're not as thick as like Obi-Wan's. Or I might try to put together like an Obi-Wan like van brace or something to slap it on. But yeah, great question. So at this point, I don't want to promise that I'm doing the van brace as well, but I am going to need to figure out something to stick this to for the use case I have for it. Let's see. Sure. Oh, I was looking at camera to tell you guys that, and you guys are just looking at nothing here. Let me switch. Sorry about that. I was sitting here like off camera, like showing you guys what I was talking about and everything, like putting it here and, needing to attach it to something and having a gauntlet. I was talking to this camera, and then I realized that it wasn't even on that camera because I'd put it on this one. Anyway, hopefully that made sense without being able to see all my talking with my hands. Sure, a paint alchemy sure could do some results. It says, sorry I'm running late, slept in this morning. No worries. Got to get good rest. What cameras do you use to record your live stream with? Thomas asks. I have two Canon T3Is and one Canon T6i. So this one's the T6, and then I've got the two T3s. We're playing around with some other options and stuff so that we don't have to deal with because these are older cameras, the outputs show the focus boxes and all the info and all that stuff, and they time out after a certain amount of time being on, as you guys have seen. But yeah, they work great for now. Gives good quality HDSLR image feed, so hopefully it's working for you guys. Yola says, my last day with the doctor will be Wednesday, and then I'm free. Nice. That's so great. I'm so glad that everyone's like on the mend and getting over their surgeries and everything and recovering from stuff. Yeah, hey, Thomas, Propmaker P, that's Paulino. Yep. Did you have videos on links like view about the properties, the pros, or the properties, uses, cons, and such? Are you talking about for Prime, Diego? I haven't done a video on kind of like I did with the Cos Tools one. I haven't done like a full kind of like review tutorial or like review pros and cons list type of thing on this yet. I think it's something I have on my list to do of one of the things I want to kind of like review and tell people about. I did kind of mention it and stuff in the just briefly in the Wonder Woman van brace and tiara, or the armband and tiara video, because I did use it, but I don't think I talked too much about it. I don't have a full pros and cons list video like review on it yet. But yeah, great question. Hopefully that's what you were asking. Cool. Welby's got some sweet ideas for helmets. Thomas, you should do a clone trooper helmet for the three of us. can have one. By the way, when I mean the three of us, it means me, you, and Sky. Yeah, that's true. Welby Thomas Paulino just said he finished up his Clone Trooper helmet, so pretty cool. Used to make tons of stuff back in the day before cosplay was a thing. I'm just starting to get back into it. Nice. Yeah, like for me, like I would always get way into Halloween costumes and like always want to try to like make stuff like super accurate and everything. And I never really knew much about cosplay. I thought it was just anime stuff. And then went to a con once. And I'm like, wait, what? This is like what I like love doing, making cool stuff that like, and it's just like I could do it all the time. This is awesome. So yeah, totally. Well, that's sweet. Getting back into it. Is Maker in basement here? I'm not sure, Yonalith. I haven't seen him on. First major build will be a muscle suit. Sweet. That'll be awesome. That's been on my list of something I want to try to make as well. Haven't gotten to it yet, though. Karen said, no good deals in Canada. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think we ran out of stock on our stuff in Canada. And so probably even whatever deals we were offering, anything that was showing on the Amazon.ca was probably still way higher because they like pull from the US inventory, but then they like add on all this extra cost for the shipping. I actually had somebody from Canada say that they got onto Amazon.com rather than the .ca, and they can ship to certain places in Canada or something like that, and they were able to buy it that way through Amazon.com and not Amazon.ca and get it for a better price than what it was charging on Amazon.ca, like with the shipping and everything or something. So I don't know if that's an option. We should be having the stock show back up if it's still showing up as a crazy price in Canada. We should have more stock on the FOMO getting there, and big tubs. I believe we've now added big tubs that we're sending into them to that location to add for you guys as well, to have better price and closer, better shipping, all that stuff for you. So hopefully we're working on it. We're trying to get you guys more stuff and better access and everything to good stuff. And our goal is to eventually get it available as many places as we can for as easy shipping and everything as we can. But it's just a matter of time. So hey, Christian, how's it going? Oh, Thomas said he bought some new studio lights on Prime Day. I'll be trying them out this weekend. I can control them with my phone. Super cool. What? How come you told me about this now that Prime Day's over? That sounds awesome, man. Is it like you can control brightness and all that stuff with it, or does it also do like color RGB like changes and stuff? That sounds awesome. Yeah, sorry, Yonalith. Welby, that's cool. Used to make your own prosthetics and everything for like makeup stuff. That's legit. There was WTF, but only 2mm. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hey, Jerome, how's it going? Currently watching this during class. My French 11 class ending in about 10 minutes, so it's all good. Okay. Chouette. On peut parler en français pour le, je sais pas comment dire, live stream en français. Mais si ça fait dans ton classe. Let's see. Emailing your teacher right now. Thomas is telling Anya Jerome. Oh, wait. On Jerome or on Paulino? That's funny. Prime in Colombia is just sad. I wanted to buy a chair and the shipping was more expensive than the chair itself. That's crazy, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. We need to, both have been reported. We need to work on getting our stuff to be more available and at a good price for you guys. Shoot. No, you guys, I closed the lid and now I can't get it open again. There we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. Before my brush. Uh-oh. I chatted too long with you guys and now my brush is wanting to stick together. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this will kind of revamp it. Let's switch to the quad view. What do you guys think? Or do you guys just want it close up for seeing the painting? Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to get the top here. So I asked the question earlier. I don't know if I had anybody respond, but what do you guys think? Do you think that the chainmail and samurai, or the gauntlet and samurai sword colors, if we mix them together, would give us the good Jedi Comm-Link color? Let me know what you guys think in the chat, or if you think I should just go with one or the other, if I should just go with samurai sword or just go with Gauntlet. If you guys are wondering what those look like, again, here are the two. This is samurai sword, this is Gauntlet. Because depending on the picture reference image I look at, you know, it looks like it has like it's kind of more of just a black with a little bit of kind of like gray wear spots, silvery gray wear spots. Other times it looks like more of just kind of a dark gray, silver kind of color with, you know, just some weathering to it kind of thing. So you guys tell me what you think. We'll make it happen. So if you guys remember, we created the piece for this top, but I didn't want to glue it on yet just because I didn't want to have to like tape it up and everything. So I figure we'll just super glue that on once we finish with the paint job. Okay, so just right down in there in those little crevices, I just need to kind of just run this in there just to make sure I don't have any of that collecting in there. Problem with having the magnets in there with a metal little shaper tool here is it wants to keep pulling it to the magnets. Okay, so let's see if I just kind of give that a nice little brush back. There we go. Okay, so I think let's dry that and then let's just give it a little sand and let's throw some paint on. Hopefully you guys have decided what we're painting it with. Okay, lid back on, and this time I'm going to drop this brush in something so that it doesn't dry up and harden on us. Let's see. That'll work. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's head over to the chat, see what you guys voted on for the painting. um, yeah. Okay. See, let's see. What I was laughing at was Thomas said, "We found Skylar's kryptonite, moderately closed jars." Seriously, I was like, "This is killing my palm." Um, yeah, I think for the most part, I don't think that they're that hard to open. The one I got, I think it just something happened in transport or something where some kind of spilled out onto the jar. Like it really didn't like it looked like this when I got it. You guys are like, man, he sure made a mess on that jar. But it was in like a plastic wrap thing, and I think somehow something kind of leaked out in shipping or something. But anyway, still works. I'm not complaining. It might be a little bit harder to open the lid, but that could just be me. As we see, it's a kryptonite. Okay, let's see. Kind of the same on Brazil, Amazon Prime Day. That stinks. I'm sorry. I wonder if it's just because there's not as many sellers in the different markets yet, and so not too many sales were happening. I don't know. That stinks, guys. I'm sorry. Getting jealous, LOL, watching other have fun with FOMO and WTF, I want in. Yeah, definitely. We might be able to try to work something out, maybe. Like if maybe we can send some to you, or I don't know. Amazon gets such a better deal on shipping because of their bulk, because they ship so much and stuff, that it always is like, at least in the US, anything like it's a better deal, or like we actually get more out of it, essentially, or we save on the shipping because it's going through Amazon, so we can get it to you faster and at a better price going through them compared to us sending it ourselves, because it just costs more. But that might be something we could look into, try to get you some. But yeah, sorry. We're working on it. We're trying to get it to the different markets. We're going to be filming an awesome ad for What the Foam this weekend, actually starting right after this live stream. And check out our Instagram, because I might be dropping some little sneak peeks on it. We're going to do something pretty awesome for the ad. And if it works how we plan, it's going to be super cool and pretty hilarious / just really cool, in my opinion. So anyway, keep an eye out on our Instagram for some little sneak peeks on some of that stuff, because it's going to be fun. So, Welby, you need to make a smuggle run down to Utah. Yeah. Okay, Welby says go with Samurai. I think that's the only one answering so far. Let's see. Take a wire brush to stiff toothbrush and clean the rim and the threads of your jar before you close it again. Yeah, good suggestion there, John. I'll have to do that. I already closed it again. Oh, how is that leaking out the side? Look at that. There's some leaking out the side on me. That must have been where I like kind of brushed it on the edge and then it creeped down. Yeah, I need to like just kind of wire brush that whole area up there. Or maybe if I come in there, I don't know what could break this down, if I came in with like a thinning solution or something as well to kind of clean that off. But yeah, great suggestion. I need to do that. Otherwise, I won't be able to get it open next time. Wilby says, don't tempt me. I got family that work at the border in Windsor. Hey, Paulino has 10 subscribers now, guys. That's awesome. Woo-woo. Go, Paulino. Keep it up, man. That's so great. I like to add a little super glue to the thread to really work out my grip strength on lids, get a good hand workout in. Yeah, see, I don't need to do that yet. I just need to close it normal. So eventually I'll probably have to like up my, tension on that. But right now, still working on just the lid itself. Congrats, Paulino. That's so awesome. Okay, let's see. Hey, Leia, see ya. Thanks so much for tuning in. It was so nice to have you, and congrats. I'm so glad the surgery went well. Thanks for letting us know, and we love having you on here. Thanks for tuning in. Paulino says, my goal is at least a play button. Yeah, man, go for it. Keep going. That's so awesome. It takes time, and just keep doing it and keep putting stuff out, and like, you know, pay attention to what people like and what they really respond to and are engaged with, and just, you know, keep going. That's so awesome, man. You can do it. Let's see. Okay, yes, Cosplay Apprentice. I was asking about video, about your favorite links. Oh, favorite. Glad that was on your list. I would be interested in for the community. Okay, so saying kind of just like go through a video of just my favorite things, like that I use, different products and different tools and that kind of stuff, like the heat gun and the kind of some of the stuff that I use. Is that what you're saying? That would be a good one. We've actually thought about that, especially heading into kind of the, you know, holiday season and stuff, and people thinking about buying gifts for, you know, people. That would be a really good one to kind of be like, hey, if you're looking to get something for, you know, someone that does crafting or it's a cosplayer or different things, here's some of my favorite stuff that I use that would be a great gift. Yeah. Is that kind of what you're thinking? Because that would be awesome. I like that. It takes a while. Prop Makerpedia. It took me a year to hit 1,000. I would say go for the Gauntlet color. Ionolith says, okay, shoot. Now we have 1 vote for the Samurai, 1 vote for Gauntlet. Lunchtime's over. Hey, Thomas, thanks so much for tuning in, man. It's always so much fun to have you on. I'm going to work on my grip strength and try to get up to where you're at on that. So have a good rest of your day, man. Have a nice weekend. And then Paulina says you have to get to 100,000 for the play button. The lighter gray. Okay, so we got 2 votes for the samurai sword. Sounds like I needed Ionolith to open the lid there. Okay, cheers for the subs. Karen says, same. Skylar, can you even open a pickle jar? Yeah, do you guys know a trick for opening pickle jars? So you take the back of a like a butter knife, and you like tap along the top of the lid like that all the way around. Psh, opens up easy. Try it. Yeah, good little trick for you guys. You guys probably already know that one, but all right, cool. So I think the majority of people are saying the samurai. Nobody liked the idea of the mix of the two. Sounds like a couple people said this. I think more people said samurai. So let's go with this one. Let me just show you guys one more time what those look like on here. Let's switch to this other camera angle here. All right, so this is the Gauntlet one, and this is the Samurai. Ooh. Now, obviously in the cartoon, it's all a lot flatter than either of these colors because these have a lot more sheen and vibrance to them. But I'm going with pretty much whenever I do stuff when I'm making it, I try to make it, unless I'm like saying, okay, I want to make it just look like it's out of the cartoon. But for the most part, I go with saying like, hey, if I was making this into a live action and I was creating these pieces for these characters, would I make it as matte, or would I be like, oh, hey, if this is a real situation in real life, the helmets probably would be more like have a little bit more of a sheen to them so that they're easier to wipe down or whatever, kind of thing. And I try to think about some of that. So I do want to make this have a little bit more sheen to it. So that's why I'm going with kind of the more metallic color options. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. It sounds like Samurai is the winner. Unless you guys think just like darken up the Samurai just a little bit with this. So let's see. Hey, Welby, what? Thank you, man. Wow, that was a sweet surprise. I just looked over and all of a sudden, this is for Skylar's gym membership. Oh man, okay, I need to switch camera angles. That's awesome. Sorry, you didn't get to see my reaction, my face for that. That was. I saw the donation just up at the top, and I'm like, "Oh, sweet, thanks." And then I read the comment. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, serious. Haven't been to the gym since this quarantine, man. The whole virus is just, I can't open jars anymore, I guess. Thank you. That'll be good. That'll pay for, I think, this month's gym membership when they open them up again. I think they might be open now. I'm not sure about going. Oh man, Welby, thank you so much. Really, it means so much to me. You guys are awesome, and I love the the witty comments with it too. It's great. Oh, okay. We have a special guest for the live stream. So here we go. Introducing. What's your guys' name again?
Tristan's name is Greenblade.
Greenblade. So the kids have been working on a costume of their own for a character they made up today, and his name is called Greenblade. So let me show you what he looks like here. Come on through here, big guy. Oh, we had somebody else sneak in there. Here, watch out, Ollie. Tristan's gonna stand up on there so they can see him. You can climb up too. Just a second, okay? Stand right up on there. There you go. Let's see. How does that look on camera? Are you too high up? Okay, you can kneel down a little bit if you want. The camera's over there, though. Okay, bud? There we go. Here. Yeah, stand up, kind of bend your knees just a little bit so they can see you. All right. Tell them about this, bud. So you've got... Oh.
I got a chest plate.
Yeah, is this the chest plate right here?
I got a helmet. I got a thing that shoots out my... I want to tell them.
So you tried to create a visor here in the helmet.
Yeah, but...
And then you got a piece that shoots out out of this one.
Yeah.
A sword that shoots out, a green sword, and that's why you're called Greenblade.
Yeah, I showed a gem well that a gem and a soda.
Shoots out a green gem.
And a gun arm.
Oh, and a gun arm. Cool. Well, thanks for showing them your cool thing.
I got that. I want to take off all your stuff. I want to show them I got a gauntlet.
You want to tell them you got a gauntlet? Oh, okay. Well, they're over there. They're seeing through that camera, so tell them over there.
I got a gauntlet.
You got a gauntlet. You're so cool.
And a soda.
Yeah.
The realization gauntlet.
Okay, Tristan, thanks for showing everybody. That's pretty cool.
Hi everyone. Sorry I'm not on today.
Did you guys hear Olivia? She said, "Hi, everyone. Sorry she's not on today." All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. Wiz, hey, late, but actually made it this time. I don't know what we're voting is, but if Samurai is an option, then yes. We were voting on the paint color. This one's called Samurai Sword, and this one's called Gauntlet. Hey, April's on. Hey, how's it going? So yeah, anyway, thanks for letting him show you guys their stuff that they were making. This morning they're like, we're making armor for this character called Greenblade. And I was like, well, that sounds cool. And they're like, had a drawing that they did for it and everything, and they were like making the helmet and everything. Olivia said that she just like, once he was like over here standing up on camera, realized that it kind of had like a KKK-esque looking mask to it, and so we apologize for that. That was not meant to be looking like that at all. They made it themselves, and they were trying to create like a blade looking thing off the top back of it and whatnot. Anyway, they've been having fun building some armor and different things. I don't know if you guys noticed, he had like this like tube attached to the bottom of one of his gauntlets, and he put like a green straw in there that's his like green gem that goes to his green blade, and if he tilts it down, it like comes out. Anyway, they've been pretty creative with it. Anyway, let's see. Okay, I vote for Samurai. Let me see. Come on, chats. Let me move down. Oh, wait, did the sound cut out? Oh, we're good. I think we're good. Testing, testing. Test, test, test. Did we lose the sound? Hello, hello. Okay, are you guys still hearing the audio okay? Yeah, Diego, sorry about that. Let's see. OMG, so cute. Cool. Definitely the samurai. Everyone's saying, okay. He's so cute. Found my costume for Halloween now. That just made my whole day. Now I want a gauntlet. Let's see. He just gave you an idea, Yola says. Wow, it's so well thought out. Great costume. Creativity. The green gem kyber crystal. Yeah. They're too cute. I know, Ollie, he's like, he thought this was the camera here, and he's like, I have a gauntlet. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, I wrapped a piece of paper around his arm and taped it, and so he had a gauntlet too, and he was pretty excited about that. Got the supplies I need to make my own gauntlet, got some eyelets, and now need to paint the leather I got for the cricket machine. Sweet. See ya, Paulino. Okay, good. Sorry. Good, Welby. I'm glad. I just wanted to make sure that was clear when we that was not anything to do with it. Okay, you guys can all hear me? Okay, cool. Perfect. Restart my connection. I was seeing Skylar's reading and such with zero sound. You're bad. Okay, cool. I was on your end. All right, sweet. Well, it sounds like we're going with Samurai. That sounds like the winner. So let's get some of this painted on before we don't get any painting done on this painting episode, right? So I'm just going to give it a quick sand here and show you guys. Should probably clean off my surface for painting on so don't get little gumbies sticking to stuff. All right, so we'll probably want to switch camera angles. Oh, shoot, dang. Hold up. There we go. We should have picture now. Okay. All right, here we go. So just the 400 grit here. Just give it a nice light sand, kind of moving in circular motion. And then here on the top as well. Sorry, just focusing on sanding, not talking much. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just feeling along to make sure there's no like major bumps that, you know, are hard to see. Yes? Yeah? Huh? Check the feed. Oh, hey, what? Are you serious? Elith, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. That was awesome. That Everett just came down. Check the feed. Sorry, I didn't see those pop up. Thank you so much. That is so generous of you. You're amazing. Thank you. Wiz, I think like the best option is what it partially depends on what your use is for it. If you're wanting it to be something that you can kind of like play around with and hit things with and that kind of stuff, or, you know, like kind of fight with somebody else, PVC is great because it's nice and strong and you can kind of make you know, 2 different PVC swords and battle a little bit. Also, that was like one of my first ones I made. I would probably make it out of foam now, or at least do like a PVC base with a foam exterior to keep it nice and sturdy, but have more of the soft, more easily shapeable outer surface. But yeah, it's really just kind of depends on your use case and what you're wanting to do with it. If you want to take it into a con, and that kind of thing, you want to make sure that it's con friendly and that it's not going to be too sharp or anything like that, and whatnot. But hopefully that helps. Shoot, Paulino, I'm sorry to hear that. My parents actually had COVID They've recovered successfully now. But yeah, it's kind of a scary thing when you hear about somebody that's gotten it. So yeah, best wishes for her. Karen, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see ya. Yonalith, thank you again. Oh my goodness. That's all you got. I'm just like so grateful. I can't even. I wasn't expecting that, you know. With you saying you being out of work and everything for so long. Like, thank you. Holy cow. Hey, hello from Israel. Ofri Aviezer? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. You're awesome. You're awesome, Yonola. Thank you so much for what you did do. That's amazing. I'm not complaining. That's great. So yeah, you can like what we'll be saying there with the sword. I used a similar thing for doing the rangefinder, just the piece that went up. You just kind of cut a V groove down the middle of the two pieces that you're slapping together for your blade or for your piece, and just put some sturdy, stiff object, wooden dowel down the middle. Or Odin uses golf club, graphite golf clubs. They gets them at like the thrift store and cuts them down or something like that. Uses that frequently. You can get to just like a little thin metal rod, something lightweight, or even just like a stiff wire, depending on what type of foam you're using, can be enough to keep that shape. Wiz, what? Oh my goodness. You guys, thank you so much. Wiz, awesome. Thank you. You guys are so great. Holy cow. All right. I got to get some painting in for you guys before this is over. So, yay, time to break, Skylar. Oh, you guys are so great. So awesome. Thank you, guys. Let's go to the quad screen and let's do some painting so that I didn't lie in the thumbnail and the title here about getting some paint on this thing. So I think our winner was Samurai. That's what we're going to go with. I'm going to grab this smaller brush here. Okay, sorry. It was a little stiff. I'm just working it in a little bit. Oh, we didn't go to the 4-camera view. We went to that. There we go. It's about 9 p.m. in Israel, huh? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for tuning in. So we appreciate it. Glad to have you. All right, here we go. Samurai Sword was the winner for the color. Hey, look how easy I opened that lid, guys. See, I can open some lids. All right, here we go. This is exciting. Okay. I was wondering about trying not to paint along this inside rim, but for where I'm going to be gluing the stuff in. But I think I'm just going to not worry about it and glue on top, because this prime should adhere pretty well to this paint. So I don't think we'll have too much of a problem with it pulling it away, just because we have the paint layer there. So hopefully I'm not eating my words on that, but just trying to get some of it down into those cracks. So now the interesting thing with PlatFX, if you guys are seeing this going on here, it goes on and it seems like it's like a lot you're like, man, that's not coating very well. But somehow as it like dries, it actually kind of becomes more vibrant. I guess it's kind of like it's like translucent to begin with. But as it dries, it kind of just like the color really starts to solidify a little bit more. I mean, this is going to need another coat, but you'll see as the paint dries here, as that it kind of starts to show up a little bit more, become a little bit more vibrant. It's kind of interesting. Sometimes I've done a coat and I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to do another coat. I don't think that was enough. And then I come back after it's dried and I'm like, oh, wait, maybe it might be fine. So I'm just cleaning out the excess. I kind of got to bunch in some of these. There we go. I'll just brush that clean. Let's go to this camera angle here just to show you guys up close what we got. There we go. So you can see it's kind of like, oh, did that cover very well? But just watch as it starts to dry a little bit more. You'll see more of that coverage start to show up. I'm going to start on the sides here. I'm hoping to get my channel up in the next couple of weeks. My girlfriend and I are working on our Cricut room. Awesome, Welby. I can't wait. Let me know when you've got it up and everything. I'll be one of your first subscribers. That's awesome, man. It's exciting. We got Paulino doing one. Welby's getting his going. Let's see. I just read, Welby, I just read your comment on the opening the paint bottle. Olivia probably pre-opened it for me. That's awesome. April said, I tried to open a soda on my birthday back in June and it was so stuck I have myself blisters on my hand. Oh my goodness. Hey, Christian, what? Thank you, man. Holy cow. You guys are just so awesome. I can't believe it. Thank you. I'm going to go back to the quad view. Thank you. Oh my goodness. You guys are just the stream team, man. It's the stream team for the win. You guys are great. I'm hoping in the future I'm going to try to have like the I just barely put the stream planned, like scheduled the stream this morning. But I want to start trying to get them scheduled sooner for you guys so you guys can kind of know a little bit more in advance what's coming ahead. Yes, bud? Sure. Sorry, just a second. Oh, okay. Sweet. We got somebody to read the comments for me so that I'm not missing your guys' wit while I'm focused on other stuff. So perfect, Ev. Thanks, bud, for being willing to help.
I just thought of that.
Yeah.
So, Dad, Mom just gave up. I was going to have a Subway sandwich, but since maybe if Myron doesn't get here in time, I don't know what, before Tara gets here, I don't know what I'll do.
Okay. Well, we can talk about it after the live stream, okay?
Sorry.
It's okay.
'Cause
All right, let's see.
Wait, can I see the Comm-Link? Yes, Gauntlet looks great.
Thanks, bud. It's coming together, huh?
It looks awesome. It looks just like the picture. Looks just like the picture.
Let's see. No worries, Paulino. Thanks for just tuning in. Hey, Maker and Basement, what's up? Welcome. Ofri said, I just bought an airbrush. Anybody knows how to thin acrylic paints? Actually, yes. I have a video on how to make a solution. Do you want to hand me that clear bottle right there, bud? Yep. I have a video on how to make this little concoction to be able to thin down acrylic paints to use in your airbrush. So you'd be able to use, the Plat-Effects paints or regular acrylic, just craft acrylic paints as well. But yeah, go check out that video after the live stream. It's just like how to make your own paint thinner to use acrylics in your airbrush. So yeah, great question. Actually, we do have a helpful video on that. Let's see. Colonial says, say hi to him for me. Skylar. People are saying hi to you.
Hi.
Yeah, no problem. All right, let's get some more paint on this puppy. I'm gonna get it in there a little bit, but I don't want to get it in there too far. I don't want to interfere with kind of what we got going on with the battery, but I don't want it to be. Okay. I think this is dry enough. I'm going to throw on a second coat on top here. Are you guys seeing this okay in the shot? Let me move it forward a little bit more. Yeah, I think this samurai sword color is a good color. Good pick, guys. We'll do a little bit of a dark wash on this, and I think it'll come out.
Maker in the basement, yes. Prop maker, game.
Prop Maker P said, do you guys play Among Us? I do not. I have been seeing so many people doing stuff about with costumes for that. And I'm like, what is this that everyone's even talking about? So it's a game? Sorry, I'm out of the loop on that one. I've seen tons of people doing stuff from it, but I haven't known what it's from. I was like, is this a show or what? So it's a game. Is that what I'm understanding? So that's what Maker in Basement was saying about playing. He said yes. Someone just needs to code and we can all join. Let's see. What's Among Us? Well, yeah, same with me, Welby. I'm like, what? It's a game maybe all of us can play. Just bought another set of foam brushes so I can get rid of brush marks. I got them in 2-inch wide foam brushes and also 1-inch so I can do details easier. Nice. Is that based off the inflatable costume that Odin made? Yeah. Yeah. William Shakespeare made one. Odin's made one. A couple other people have all kind of made one. And it sounds like Maker's making a helmet. Maker in Basement's making a helmet for from it for his next build. Awesome. Yeah, I guess apparently it's quite a popular game all of a sudden. Is it on mobile only, or what is it on?
Whoa, a bunch of comments just popped up.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Among Us, it's a mini game, kind of ideal for stream and such, but with closed team on free play, it's full of hacks and trolls. Prop Maker said, or Prop Maker P said, I made a clay sculpture. Oh, mobile and PC. Okay. Welby says, I think I saw it on my PS4. Interesting. Oh yeah. Yonalis says, feel like you'd be afraid they couldn't breathe with the helmet on. Yeah, interesting. Sweet. Maker and Basement. I'm excited to see that. Sounds cool. Okay, so we've got our top layer on. What are you guys thinking? Is that color coming out? How you guys were imagining? Yeah.
A couple more.
Will be that's just a book. Well, the suit does close you in. Yeah. Next video is actually an Among Us video too. Oh wow. There you go. Hey, can you let the dog in? Big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Okay, so we are at the 1.5 hour mark, which might be time to call it, but let's see.
I hear a puppy.
Yeah, Cedric was barking. We just let him in.
No.
Good reading, bud. Okay. So this needs to dry for a bit. And I might go over it and do a light sanding once it's dry enough. Before you sand it, you want to give it an hour to dry first. I think, depending on where you live and how thin a coat you put down and stuff, you might be able to do it within 30 minutes. Just give this a light sand, and I might do one more coat, but then I need to also coat the bottom that I haven't gotten to yet. And then essentially all it is after that is just taking this little guy and setting that on top, gluing that in. Whoa, all the magnets. Where'd you find them?
Just over here.
Oh, somebody must have pulled them all out, huh? All right, so then we'll be just like gluing this guy in right there on top with some super glue, and then popping our battery in, which is right here. I don't want to put it in right now because there's still some wet paint right there. But yeah, and then this will glow. That'll be in there, and we'll be set to go. So thank you guys so much for...
I just came to open some jars.
Yeah, there's a couple I need some pre-opened, but you were supposed to do that off camera.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, check it out.
Nice. That looks awesome. Hi, guys. Sorry, I've been out. We're getting ready to film a video.
They voted on the samurai sword for it,
Good.
and I think it was a good call. So
Yeah. You were thinking this other one, maybe?
I was thinking of doing maybe like a mix of the two.
Anyway, I derailed your goodbye.
No, you're good. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, let me know what you guys think.
Everyone.
If you're excited about how that turned out. There, let me switch camera angles so we can do our closing remarks. Right here on this camera. Should be switching any second now. Boom. There we go. All righty. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much. Holy cow. Thank you for the,
Bye, everyone.
the donations that you guys did, the super chats. You guys are just always so generous. I'm so grateful. It really means a lot to us and really helps support us in being able to make this and keep doing this channel, keep making cool stuff. Hopefully you guys have been liking the videos that we've been putting out. We've got a fun one coming out Wednesday next week. Do we tell them or just you guys are just gonna have to wait to see?
I don't know. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be sweet. It has some pretty cool techniques, using some simple techniques and craft supplies to create a cool look with EVA foam. So keep an eye out for that Wednesday. And yeah, no. The big guns are here, Wilby said when you came in.
Yeah, that's me. I would flex, but I would be embarrassed.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. You guys are all awesome. Like, Eunice says, take care, Skylar. And at least we got to see Olivia before we left.
Bye.
All right. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Bye,
And
everyone.
Cosplay on, my friends.
We'll see ya.
Doo-doo.
I'm